Lovely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get set up, and here we go. I see why they say keep the main thing the main thing. You know, in churches, they call this the enemy attacking. In other circles, they just call it resistance or contrast. I know it by resistance. Oh. And I had a moment during all of the resistance of, I'm so being attacked right now. And that was like the church in me. And I was like, if I record that, Janice is going to get a kick out of that. Wow, wow, wow. If the resistance meant no, I wouldn't be sitting here and admiring all my lamps that I have on. It looks so good. Oh, it's lighting me right now. When I started, it was daylight when I had the idea. And I had a great, what we love to call channeling and downloading. And I do this quotation mark thing only because I love the new terms that are coming out. It just wasn't always called that. Or maybe it just wasn't so mainstream, really. I don't want to chop and screw my message anymore or what I got to say in the sense of trying to get things under a certain time limit because that's, may be popular on that app. And I get that. Kevin Hart was like you go through a traumatic experience, and if you don't like heal and go through it and let it go, you're going to kind of keep living from life from that lens, even though the rest of the world has moved on and is moving on. You're still stuck in that loop, in that record, and telling that story and looking through life from that lens instead of waking up and going out and looking life through a new lens of I went for a run here and then this happened, and like letting that be your starting point from your story as opposed to and I'm adding on letting that be your starting point instead of the same old story you've been telling. Has anyone ever told you you're like a jack of all trades, or you felt like a jack of all trades? Like you'd like to do a lot of different things? Yeah, me too. So I was talking to ChatGPT and I said, how do you keep the main thing the main thing? Yeah, it just reminded me to be mindful of that and to do that because you don't want to let go of something that you're concentrating on and that you really like to do just because you feel like it's multiple. And I like to use people like Pharrell. Think about it, like we discovered him, with the Neptunes and producing for major artists. And then they go and make their own music, and that was a whoa. And then they do like their clothing line. They do a lot of different things. Their art, they skateboard. They do a lot of different things. And at the time, even then, people are just like, "Whoa, oh my god!" And then you fast forward to now, he's scoring these animated movies. He's doing the score for them. Despicable Me. That's Pharrell from, from rap music. And I like saying it like that because like kids are now consuming his art. So someone else had shared, it's not social media anymore. It's, just interest media. And yeah, that's true. I get things on my coffee, dinosaurs. I'm getting a lot of like David Beckham's son is light skin. Oh my God. I am so glad I'm recording right now because oh my God, I'm just gonna let go. Whatever. Yeah, there was resistance and now there isn't anymore. How about that? And I'll keep it real. Like, I think it's just I wanted to have my hair done. I turned on the curling iron and then I took my ponytail down and I was like, she ain't trying to get curled right now. Okay, the 5 things on how to keep the main thing the main thing. Okay, number 1, define your main thing. Define it. What's your main thing? If you could wake up right now and do anything that's like, you'll wake up and keep doing it, not have to worry about other people, this and that, like, what is that thing? I don't think I realized I had on a bra. Not only that, definitely not that it was showing. Number 1, define your main thing. Write down your number 1 priority, career project, personal goal, or creative pursuit. Be specific. If you can't explain it in one sentence, it's too vague. Number 2, filter everything through it. When opportunities, distractions, or requests come in, ask, does this directly serve my main thing or does it dilute it? If it doesn't align, defer, delegate, or decline. Number 3, build systems around it. Time. Block out protected time for your main thing. Treat it like a meeting you can't cancel. Energy. This is my favorite. Do it when your energy is highest. Morning for most people. Let me tell you, the 1 and the 2. The 1 is your main thing. The 2 is something very important. But here's something for me. So let's say my writing is my number 1 is a particular project. Working out, though, is also a 1-2 for me. And I realize if I don't do it first, even though I put it as 2, as writing is number 1, number 2 is going to be exercise. If exercise is not number 1, it won't get done. The chances of it getting done are so slim. And that's why a lot of successful people that I've met, that I've worked around, that I've seen, that actually are in shape and are successful, they work out first. And the reason is, the only reason really is because if they don't do it first, they will not do it. So that's when your number 2 becomes your number 1. Pause. But if I don't run, I don't go work out first, after dropping off my daughter, it's not going to happen. And we just got to be real. Okay. Number 4, create feedback loops. Let's discover this one together. Weekly check-in. Weekly check-in. Did I move the main thing forward this week? Oh, that's good. Because, yeah, when you're a jack of all trades, you do a lot of different things. And so you can get lost. Here's my pajama jam. This of all my projects, we put this on a board, but what is the main thing that is really needs to be pushed? That is your number 1. You just reevaluate sometimes if you need to, especially if they're similar, but you figure out what is your main thing. Monthly review. Is this still my main thing or do I need to refine it? Oh, look at that. Yeah, like we said, what we put as number 1, does that need to be something else? Number 5, guard against drift. Oh, yeah. I caught myself doing this. And so when I read this, I was like, yep, this is real. Guard against it. Social media, emails, or side projects will pull you off course. Recognize drift early, reset quickly, and return to center. Keep the main thing. The main thing is less about intensity and more about consistency. The goal isn't to do it all. It's to do the right thing deeply, over and over until it compounds. Amen. And so it is. Boom.